Well, good cold Saturday morning to you. Lord of mercy, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. Hope everybody's having a show enough good Saturday and a good safe weekend. But I'm here to tell y'all it is quite chilly here in East Central Mississippi. But what I want to tell you is, Lord, if you a new subscriber to the channel, I want to welcome you. If you're coming back, Lord, I welcome you too, and I'm glad you came back. Well, what I wanted to do today and share with you and y'all today is Mr. Jason over at NKY Homesteading tagged me in a sure enough good tag. So give me a second, and that's what we finna talk about. All right, you and y'all, here we go. Okay, Mr. Jason over at NKY Homesteading was included in a 2018 tag, being the challenges that you and your homestead, or you and your home place, or just you in general had to overcome in the year 2018. And Mr. Jason, thank you for including me in this tag. What I'm going to tell you is, old Dan Referee had quite a few challenges this year in 2018. They just wasn't huge ones, but they were significant, especially for me and me at my home place. Basically, I had to learn how to do a lot of things by myself. Back in the day, I had some help doing a lot of the things, the chores and just upkeep of my home place, but it's just basically me now. And my Uncle Pete comes over here and he helps me a lot. But you know, I had to learn how to do a lot of things on my own. I had to learn, number one, how to scale back my garden. I used to grow just a huge garden back in the day, but considering it's just me and a few other people, I had to really learn how to scale back on everything that I grew. That was one of the big challenges, just learning how to do a lot of things on your own and by yourself. And it requires a lot of thinking, in my opinion, because at one point in time, you know, it wasn't nothing for me to put a ladder up on top of my shack over there and go and trim them things up there, them branches up there. It wasn't nothing for me to get up there and do it. You know, had somebody holding the ladder, but guess what? Ain't nobody to hold a ladder that much anymore. So you have to think safety-wise on, you know, hey, how should I attack this? So that was, you know, that was one of my biggest challenges. Towards the end of 2018, November was just a horrible, well, not a horrible, it was just a bad month for me, my family, and my brothers and sisters in blue that I work with. It was just, that was a huge challenge. Sometimes it's kind of hard to be strong for somebody else when you yourself can't be strong. So that was that was a big challenge. That was at a point where I had to just stop doing everything, put everything on hold, regroup and punt and get my mind right. And that's what I did. So it just took a little time to do it, but that was also a big challenge. Those were probably my two biggest challenges that I dealt with in 2018. My home place is running good. I do what I can do, and I do as much as I can safely, and have fun doing it too while I'm at it. Mr. Jason, again, I thank you for including me in on this tag. I just really had, you know, two things that were significant major challenges for me over here at my home place. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to tag any channels on this tag, because I've noticed that it has been around our community quite often. But you and y'all that watch it, if you want to get in on a tag, please feel free to do it, because I would love to see what you and y'all have to say. But I'm going to tell you that there are a few channels that I have drawn some inspiration from. You and y'all know I don't do shout outs or anything like that, but I always make it a point to mention channels that have impacted me and my way of doing what I do. And the first channel is CB's Greenhouse and Garden. Mr. CB and Miss Renee, I've been following them for quite a while. They do a bunch of wonderful stuff at their home place. They do a lot of straw bale gardening and hydroponic gardening. Drew a lot of inspiration from those two as far as straw bale gardening. The Sapper Gardener, Rob, He and his family have a huge garden up at his home place. He grows a lot of interesting things, and I've learned quite a bit from what Rob and his wife and his kids are up there doing over there at his home place. I'm kind of digging on the mushrooms, indoor mushrooms that he's got going on over there. I'm following that too, Rob. Mark and Miss T over at Bumble Bee Junction, I have drawn a humongous amount of inspiration from what Mark and Miss T are doing over there at their home place at Bumble Bee Junction. A lot of going on over there, and it's just it's real cool to see two folk put out as much produce and veggies and just all around growing all kinds of stuff. I'm just nowhere near that scale, but Lord, it's sure enough fun to watch somebody put it in the ground and then harvest it, and they do a lot of that. In the last channel that I have drawn quite a bit of inspiration from, and this channel is not so much a gardening channel or a homesteading channel, but he's just a showing off awesome vlogger, and that is Tampa Jay. I have to give much love to Jay. He had some stuff happen in the beginning of the year he had to overcome, and Lord of mercy, he overcame it because his channel's banging, and I love his vlogs. He does just a lot of vlogs on different things. He takes us to different places in Tampa and just other places too, like other states. And he's just an all-around good guy. I remember back in the day, he used to never show his face. It was just always, you know, the top of his nose, you know, and his hat. That's all he did. But Lord, the brother he's showing his whole face now. And Jay, I'm gonna say thank you, brother, because you're an inspiration to myself and a bunch of other folks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a link to all of these channels in the description below. And hey, look, if you're not subscribed to them, go over there and give their channels a look. All of these channels have a ton of stuff to offer, and they share it. They share everything that they do, and that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, Lord, because it is showing up cold over here. If you like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up. They help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home of the Six channel, y'all need to come on over and give a look, because I'm always doing stuff. Really. With that being said, you know what's coming. Dan Reference showing up. I always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. It's shining today. And we will see you and y'all in the next video.